Tactical Assault Sledgehammer is back. I had to make a video about this. So for those who don't know, Tactical Assault Sledgehammer is one of the best heroes in the game for assault rifle or SMG damage specifically. He actually might be the best, but I guess that depends on crits. Because as standard, he increases both assault rifle and SMG crit damage by 75%. Although, of course, the SMG bonus damage or bonus crit damage doesn't stack with make it count. So here's the loadout that I'm using for this video, with of course Sledgehammer as my commander for the 225% bonus assault and SMG critical damage. Totally rocking out for the increased crit rating of 160, and the reason why I'm using this is to get the most out of each crit. Although of course Blast from the Past and the corresponding support team heroes would give me more health, or I could use another team perk like Preemptive Strike to get the 6.5% more damage against full health enemies. I just automatically assume that Totally Rockin' Out is going to be exactly what you want when you're going to be critting for an additional 225% on top of however much your already existing crit damage stat is on the weapons you use. Well, at least assault on SMG weapons. Then of course, Startup, Assault Damage, Survivalist, and Adrenaline Rush and Stationary Hover Turret, because I don't think there's anything better to be using for the mission that I plan on playing today. Now, to kind of basically show an extent of how much of a difference it makes with Sledgehammer in the lead, I'm going to go to Schematics and Rat-a-tat-tat. You can see with Sledgehammer in the lead, it's 545% crit damage. And when you factor in the fact that I'm using Totally Rockin' Out, I'm going to be hitting pretty much all crits. So I'm going to be hitting 545% crit damage, essentially. I'm going to be hitting an insane amount of damage with each crit. Now, if I go to, say, Base Kyle, mostly because there's no ranged weapon bonuses for this loadout, and then I go back to the same Rat-a-tat-tat, 320%. But that's factoring in the fact that I'm using 2 crit damage perks. Now switching back to Sledgehammer, of course. Another insane thing you can do with Sledgehammer if you wanted to, I actually lost where the Rat-a-tat was. Some weapons, notably like the Rat-a-tat, I can actually put another crit damage perk at the expense of losing the crit rating. Another weapon that can do this is the... I'm never going to find this one. Candy Corn LMG. I can also switch my crit rating for the crit damage on the Candy Corn LMG, but I haven't done this because I want these weapons to be usable regardless of which hero I'm using. Even though, of course, technically speaking, they are still usable, I still want the crit rating for when I'm not using Sledgehammer. I think just double crit damage is super effective, regardless of like power level zone. But at the same time, I also think it's unnecessary damage output. Then again, who am I to speak? I haven't tested this. Anyway, so I'm going to be jumping into a 116 eliminate and collect mission. Alright, the first thing I need to do is actually craft this Rat-a-tat, or Rat-a-tat-tat. See some enemies over here. I was actually considering running sub-wafers, but I ended up not running any sub-wafers for my loadouts, just because I realized there's not going to be much metal in a tropical zone, and even if that's the case, I'm not going to be spending a whole lot of time farming it. Reload way too slowly. I destroyed that smasher. I'm just starting to realize that. Oh, I just looked on the minimap. There are so many enemies around here. Now I'm trying to make sure to grab the footballs just for the Rock and Rift bonus. It's been a little while since I actually played in general, not just eliminating collect, so I might not be super used to my current controls. Which actually makes no sense when I think about it, because it's not like I made any changes to my controls, but more so it's that I haven't been playing much recently. I'm moving way too slow because of slowing attacks. And every time I get hit with fire damage, I can't see. Note to self, turn down the volume when I'm editing because it's really loud for me and I have no clue what it's going to sound like on video. So it's going to be a great surprise when I find that out. I'm hearing a lot of lobbers, but I'm also not trying to look for them. So I'm gonna try to guess where they are. Or look on the minimap. Okay, guess just die in front of me. That's great too. Well, this looks like it's not gonna be good for them. Wait, a second taker? What? It's all just the gunslingers, that's why I'm dying. And it's my inability to hit things. And possibly my slow reload. I need to make some distance. Buff grenade. So I'm picking up basically just any of the loot that's dropped, the data samples and anything else really. Now more enemies spawn here, that's great. I'm looking for more husks to murder. I hear a smasher, I think. Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, I hear a smasher and that's never good. I don't think I'm gonna be able to rescue that survivor. But I'm gonna have to try. Oh. I'm gonna take these. More enemies here. I'm using shockwave a lot just to get enemies kind of out of my face. So it's kind of hard to deal with large crowds sometimes. Especially when I haven't played in a while and my accuracy sucks. You're still alive? There. Problem solved. I noticed that's a mimic. It's great. I'm gonna grab the stuff that I care about first. I see some quartz here. Now there's a horde of enemies. That's great too. Didn't mean to do that. Needed all those enemies out of my face so I can deal with all the enemies that won't go near my face. Really? Fine, I'll search. I destroyed that mimic. I haven't destroyed a mimic that fast in a while. Mostly because I've been playing around with a lot of really random weapons. Like off recording. That's just one of my favorite things to do in this game. Just playing with random weapons, just seeing how well like weird weapons nobody would ever use could compare to some of the top tier weapons, or just comparing weapons in general. Just finding out which are like really good, which aren't, even if it's stuff that not a lot of people care to use. It's like a lot of the base game weapons. I'm ignoring the damage I'm taking in from that. Oh. Could have just went around there and there's already a ramp. I didn't have to place that. That's great. This seems to be that boring ending part of the mission where nothing happens. Until now, when there's 20 seconds left. Let's just do that. I'm not even gonna fight them, I'm just gonna watch. Oh, there's a healing lob, but they're not gonna die for that. Must be 2 healing lobbers actually. Alright, well that was fun. 5,200 damage. An insane 30 building. Alright, I actually forgot what the mission rewards were, even though I was just looking at them before playing the mission. I kind of forgot, so I'm gonna go through this. Alright. Some hero XP, some gold, survivor XP, like I need it. It's 100 gold, I guess, mist monsters I wasn't reading. And of course, legendary perk up, some fire up, and road trip tickets. Now, overall, I would, like I said earlier, highly recommend Tactical Assault Sledgehammer. I don't think I said that earlier. Well, regardless, I would highly recommend getting Tactical Assault Sledgehammer, as like I did say earlier, he is one of the best heroes in the game for assault rifle and or SMG damage. Alternative to SMG damage, if you don't have a Sledgehammer, would be Beetlejuice. If I could find... Oh, yeah, I forgot I favorited heroes that I use often. Beetlejuice is basically the same 75 and 225% critical damage, but instead of assault rifles and SMGs, it's pistols and SMGs. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and comment down below. Subscribe if you enjoy my content, and hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos like this. I'm out.